Sabah everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I have for you the review of the Snoppa M1. The Snoppa M1 is a small gimbal stabilizer that helps us get great footage out of our mobile devices. It works on Android and iOS and it gives us a lot of options as far as being able to do just locked footage, panel tilt, as well as also being able to do panoramic and time lapses using a gimbal. So it's really nice, very flexible. I want to say thank you very much to Snoppa for sponsoring this video and providing me with a unit to be able to give you guys my opinion. And the opinions that I'm sharing with you guys today are of my own of using this device over a couple of weeks. So let's not waste any time. Let's see how good the Snoppa M1 is. And here we have the Snoppa M1 handheld 3-axis motorized smartphone gimbal. Now again, this is intended for smartphone. It's not going to be adapted to anything other than smartphone, but it's promising us a lot of nice stabilization both vertically and horizontally for our smartphones. Looking at the back, we notice that there's the Apple application as well as the Android application. We need to basically install those and get those running. It does say it's portable, intelligent 3-axis system, 360 panning as well as fast setup, multiple working modes, portrait and landscape, panorama, as well as motion time lapse. And the package is interestingly set up where you open it up directly from the screen and you notice you get your device and it goes directly to the back. And we have, I think what it looks like is the instruction manual right there. Moving it to the back, you can actually remove the 3-axis gimbal and we do get a nice little card kind of giving us an instruction of how to use this. Normal gyro sensor, it explains that we need to open it, make sure that it's locked before you use it, as well as the positioning of our device. On the back, it gives us exactly the same thing. There's the bottom piece that needs to be pinched in, as well as the clamps that kind of needs to go up and down for it to turn on. And here it is, we have Snoppa. It is a nice foam casing, custom made of course. We have the main gimbal. It definitely has some weight to it, which is what I was expecting. And again, this is the clamping mechanism that they said. You have to kind of slam it back in. And we do have that option right there. This is for the tripod at the bottom. You can mount it. The unit is motorized, so when you get it in, just they say open it, make sure that it locks. So don't just open it, make sure that it opens all the way this way and then extend it. We do have a micro USB to USB type A connector, which is the ability to charge this, as well as having one extra weight. And this actually mounts to the bottom of it. So if I open it up at the top, unmount, clamp, bring it down, you'll notice right there at the bottom I have these little pieces of weights at the bottom, and this is what they use to basically to stabilize, and they're pretty magnetized. Actually, it's hard to get them out. There's 4 pieces right now, and depending on the size of the device that you're using, if you need more weight, you have the ability of using that extra piece, putting it on, and then you magnetically connect to the bottom of here. Very simple, very easy, and it's very well positioned, so you notice it does not fall off. I want to do a quick hands-on with the application. When you first turn it on, you're greeted with this message. This message gives you kind of like an alignment process to be able to put it directly on the gimbal. Enter it as much as possible, and then you put it in, put it on, and the theory behind this is that by default, if you measure this, it's going to be somewhat leveled anyways. So you notice here I have it, it's not tilting neither right or left. Once you get into the application, there's first thing you need to do is turn on the Bluetooth. When you go into the Bluetooth, you'll be able to find your actual the M1, connect to it, and then put the pin. The pin will be provided to you in the instruction. The main thing you want to do here is that you'll get the battery level of the actual gimbal, as well as that it has a Bluetooth connection or not. And then we have the Bluetooth settings. This is where we were before. We'll go back. Gimbal settings, this is where you'll be able to do some adjustment. If you have any drift or leveling calibration, which I definitely do recommend, do a leveling calibration. I did receive one firmware update since I've actually had the hardware, so it's definitely nice to see that they're pushing it up. Current version is 1.3.0. A quick guide gives you the instructions on how to use the application. Here's the pin number, 6 zeros. It pairs, and then there's a few videos to be able to watch. User guide, similar thing, explains to you how to use the app, how to use it without the app as well. Going through the options that we have here on the right side, we have the ability of changing the video resolution. We can go all the way from 2160p HD 60 frames per second. Since this is the iPhone 8 Plus, I'm able to go to this resolution. Not every phone will do this, but again, your selection could be different depending on your device, but this is what I have, and I'm able to change from them, so I can go to 1080p 60 frames per second to match more of the video style that I usually like to take. Other than that, we have the grid line. Gallery is where you're going to be able to go in and then look at all the videos that you have. Going on the left side, we have the ability of switching between the 3 positions. We have locked mode, which is the middle one. Then we have the Omni track, which is really nice for when you're trying to just center on one subject, and it really does that nice pano, as I will show you guys with the hands-on. And of course we have the pan track, does the exact same thing, but it more in a panning mode. You're able to switch between the front and the back facing camera. Here you guys, how you doing? and of course initiate video. And here we have 3 different modes of video. We have regular video, and then we also have right here panoramic video, which will shoot actually a kind of a shot. It's more of a basically a consistent shot. It'll turn, take a picture, turn, take a picture, turn, take a picture, till it gets a picture. So the end result of the second one here really is more of a picture, where this is a video and this is a video. The third one is time lapse or motion time lapse. And for this one, you need to be very steady. I did find it that you cannot really use a gimbal, this gimbal with any kind of tripod mount to do this, because it does not work in that position. You can go in there, you can basically set the positioning, the speed, the timer, and of course go in there to adjust the white balance and the ISO. I switched over to the handheld mode. I'm using the iPhone 8 Plus front-facing camera, front handheld. This is no stabilization. Again, all I'm using here is my hand. So if you were doing, let's say your own vlog, your own walking around with this, you can experience the other way. Any jitters or anything that you're getting out of my hand is from me walking on the ground. And here is running with the gimbal. And then we're gonna do the pan again. Running again. I went ahead and switched over to locked mode as well as the back-facing camera. Now I'm using, obviously, there's going to be some stabilization there. The proof here, or what I'm trying to demo for you guys, is the stabilization and the movement of why locked mode is beneficial. Locked mode provides you the ability of moving your hand right and left, up and down, and the camera will stay focused forward. So if I drop my hand slightly down and we're going to the edge of the couch right here, you can see that it actually pans very nice. This is great for trace shots. If you're following somebody, you're just trying to keep a focused eye. As long as you're going forward, this works great. Now, I can actually do this. Switch the camera, and I'm using the back-facing camera to take video of myself. The gimbal still works. I can actually do a total turn around the camera, and the camera will not change position. So the locked position is very good for front-facing subjects. If you don't want to be in the front, you just turn around. The gimbal itself has a very good sturdy grip and works directly with the device. And of course, you can switch over between different modes. So I'm going to go outside. I'm going to show you guys some different shots I did with panoramic as well as quick time lapse. It's not the longest time lapse. It's only about 2 minutes. So you're going to hate me for making the video like this, but this is one of the very few gimbals that you can actually use and actually use your phone in a vertical position. There, you know, the standard horizontal position is always a nice thing, but going vertical, there's something about that that just gives you the ability to basically use it in the form factor that you want. One of the other things you could do with the actual gimbal is use it with your own camera application. The one thing you want to be aware of is switching the modes is a little bit different. Since you don't have the main camera from Snoppa, you'll be able to just switch over by using the power button. So at this point, I'm going to basically just switch over here. I'm going to turn on, this is the standard Google camera on my Pixel XL, and I'm going to just go ahead and turn on video. And I'm using the Google camera on the Pixel XL, and it's recording video. And as you guys could see, it's pretty much standard. Now to switch between modes, right now I'm in actual pan mode. If I want to switch over, I press the power button once, and at this point I can actually switch over. This is now locked mode, where I can actually switch over and go around. And of course, press power one more time, and then it goes back into the third mode. So you can switch over between 1, 2, and 3 by pressing the power button. Overall, using the gimbal has been very easy. Turning it on, once you realize how to use this, and when I say this is read the instruction and follow them, and you'll get the hang of it. Turn on the device, your mobile device, turn on the application, get it to show you that little lining to be able to line it directly on the gimbal. And then once you put it in, open it up and position it, it opens up very quickly, as I showed you guys with the hands-on. I like the way this works. Once you know how to use this, it becomes very simple. The counterweights are all included. I did end up using all of them because most of my devices are 5.5 inches and higher. I do want to mention that sometimes your device may be too heavy. If you have a case on it, just take it out of the case. I think it'll work perfectly fine. As far as the actual applications, Android and iOS both work fine. All the same functionalities exist within both. The main difference between the two systems is on Android, you're automatically saving your pictures into your gallery. Your gallery will pick up all those videos and pictures that you took. On iOS, because the way iOS deals with internal storage, it's actually housed within the application, and you have to go into the gallery, select your videos, and then say export into gallery, and then it'll put it into your iPhone gallery, and you'll be able to download them there that way to your PC, especially if you're going to be editing them the way I'm doing it. But other than that, it's very simple. Again, you download the app for the ecosystem that you're in and use it and enjoy it. Very small, very nice, very compact. I like the way it looks, very easy. And again, I can put this anywhere. I don't even have to take the case that it comes with it. And a micro USB cable is available almost anywhere. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you very much for the support. Thank you to Snoppa for providing me a unit to check out, as well as sponsoring this video. And I'll see you guys in the next video.